Yeah, the only question I have is though is that the plainclothes officers, right? I'm going to tell you, I just think that they operate with a certain amount of arrogance, a certain amount of disrespect towards people. I mean, you can see a patrol car pull up, they're engaged, they're talking to someone, being very professional. Then you have these guys that look like they're young guys, they come out with this macho bravado thing that you would think they were standing on the corner, and they take on a very overly aggressive attitude, somewhat disrespectful. I just think that that needs to be addressed, because it seems like when they take that uniform off and they get to the plain clothes and they're wearing their saggy jeans or whatever, that they're acting just as disrespectful as they claim that they're treated. I just think that that's something that needs to be addressed.
Can I add something to what Bruce said? Sure. This happened to me, personally. I was on my way to my NAACP office one morning. I get out of my car and I see 3 young men up against the windows of the NAACP with their hands in the air. And these plainclothes officers are going through their pockets. Okay? Now, you and I know better. So I said to the young officer there, I said, who's in charge here? So the sergeant said, I'm the sergeant here. I said, Sergeant, why have you, what are you doing here? He said, we saw them pass something. I said, you saw them pass something and you're going through their pockets? That's outrageous. Who are you? What are you, a shithouse lawyer? I said, no, I'm retired lieutenant breaker. Oh, hey, boss. No, they might have had a gun or something. I said, that's outrageous. Well, finally, I said, do you know what window you got them up against? The NAACP. I don't know. I never heard of that. I said, what? To make a long story short, they said to me they never heard of the NAACP.
You weren't surprised.
Which is outrage. Which is an outrage. Anyway, after they go through the pocket of one guy, they let him go. So he takes a few steps off to the left, and they're going to the pocket of the other guy, and they tell the other gentleman who they just finished searching, get out of here. He said, well, that's my brother. You're searching now, and I'd like to wait for my brother. All right. Go to his pockets. They come up with a white pill. They get on the radio. We got some. We got some. We got some. So the kid says, officer, this is a Tylenol. This is a Tylenol. He said, I have a toothache, and I carried them around with me, so when I get pain, I take them. So I just stood there, doing the slowest burn I could possibly do. I said, a Tylenol, you got something. Well, all these guys, hey, boss, you know this area, I said, no, please, don't stereotype anybody. Okay. So they ended up letting them go. But the point of the matter is, a lot of these plainclothes units, they need some community relations work. Because what they do is not only illegal, it's frustrating, and it's arrogant. Okay, any other questions?
Can I follow up with Bruce?
Go ahead.
I was going to ask, is that recently?
Yeah.
Yeah, because, okay, because we've changed, then let me look, I'll talk, because we've changed a lot of the people there, and Chief Zaki asked me to let him switch a lot of the supervisors, because he felt like you, that he needed new supervision there, and part of the reason we just promoted people was to give them more
But
field.
you know what the sad thing about that, Dr. Sheck? Director Sheck? A sergeant came up, right? And the sergeant was really no help. It seemed like he didn't even have control of the plainclothes guy. He came up in a 4x4, and I said, wait a minute. You're in front of my door. There was one car, and there's already 3 marked cars. What was the need for the undercover to get out the car and start all this? I couldn't understand.
I'm with you. I'll pass that to Chief
Okay.
Zaki, and I'll have him have his people take a look at
All
the
right.
undercover units.
Okay.